Yo, I'm Christian.
I'm John, and welcome back when you got class listeners to episode 6, right?
Six. Yeah.
6, yeah. Yeah, we skipped last week's episode. I made an update video on Instagram, so if you guys don't follow our Instagram, go follow it because we're going to be posting a lot on there, just weekly updates and stuff throughout the week. Keep you guys informed, all that. All that good. Um Now Christian has something he's going to share with you guys. Pretty cool thing we've been working on behind the scenes. So Christian,
Yeah, most definitely. So I do have a couple things actually. I know previously we were, really pushing that email list, join the email list to get all of our picks. Um, and we'll send it out every week. But, we decided, we'll just start up on our Instagram. We obviously have our link tree. Just click on the link tree and then you'll see where our picks are going to be in the link tree. But the really exciting news, we actually partnered with Sportsbook Cheat Sheet. It's an analytics tool. So basically, we have all the heart in the game. We're putting our heart out there for our picks. Are there some analytics behind it? Not really. We just kind of are like, nah, I feel like that's gonna happen. And my heart is saying that. The analytics tool is phenomenal. Right now, I think they're hitting about 58%, which anything extra you can do to uh, beat the sports book, what the hell, why not? So again, that sportsbook cheat sheet. We do have a free offer code for you guys too. It's WYGC 10. So when you got class, the abbreviation, so 10 or 10% off. Also our Instagram, I don't know if we've ever mentioned or not, but WYGC underscore is our Instagram title, our TikTok title, everything. Go follow the socials. But no, yeah, we're really excited. I spent a good amount of time working with the owner of Sportsbook Cheat Sheets. Good guy. He's been working on this model itself. I think he said about 5 years or something, and now it's consistently hitting. I think 58%. Doesn't just have football; it has some MLB and golf predictions too. So, um, that shit's fucking crazy. I don't know what they hit on that because I don't really, play with bets on that. But if that is something you're interested in, they do yearly packages. So if you are going to bet on all sports, also he is working on a NBA model and a NHL model. Dude, he's looking to start coming out with a bunch of shit. But they do like a yearly subscription, so like you can, um, pay yearly and have complete access to it. They do it monthly, and then of course they also do um, an NFL package only, so only during the NFL season. Basically, just buy it for the whole season. Obviously, the season's halfway over. Totally up to you. Um, but yeah, go check them out. Like I said, sportsbook cheat sheet. Just type it in and be the first shit that pops up.
yeah, we'll
Free.
plug them down low in the description and stuff. We'll shout them out on our Instagram and everything. Um, Christian has been working a lot with this behind the scenes and stuff. And we wouldn't bring it to you guys if we didn't think it was a good idea. So I like it. It's pretty cool. They actually did. What was it last week? They did really well, right?
Yeah, last week or no, it was 2 weeks ago. They went
2 weeks
absolutely
ago.
stupid. I don't remember the exact percentage. I don't want to, say the wrong percentage, but
Yeah.
it was something ridiculous. Um, Much better than 58%.
Yeah.
But, it's a really cool tool. The biggest I guess gain out of it I've gotten is over unders on total points scored. That seems to be where the money is. Um, Obviously you can project a winner based on how much this team is going to score and how much this team is going to allow, and then having them the two together. Um, but all in all, I think the most value is going to be in the over under like total points combined. Um, I don't know, model's pretty sweet. At least check it out. They have a free week trial, so there's really no harm in it at all. Try it out for a week, and if you don't like it, just cancel it. It doesn't charge you anything. So, like I said, it's a good tool, and if you're using your heart and the analytics, at least you have the analytics to back up your heart
Yeah.
being thrown into it. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely check them out at least. But we can also plug up their Instagram too on there. I have all the connects and stuff. So we'll just check that. Trust me.
Um, Yeah. So now we're gonna jump into the week 5 matchups. We're not gonna go over the week 4 stuff. We took that week off, just busy and stuff. So we're gonna jump right back into it with the what happened in week 5. Some crazy games, some really boring games. Just like this first one here, the Colts and Broncos on Thursday night. I watched a good amount of that game, getting out of class and stuff. I was excited. I was like, thinking. I think I had the Broncos winning, or no,
Mm,
actually, I had the Colts winning.
mm-mm.
Um,
Nah, you're the Broncos winning, boy.
oh, did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't put in. So it was last week when I decided to make it like public, or 2 weeks ago when I decided to make it public because we didn't obviously hop on and everything, and I wanted everybody to have access to it. Um, but I didn't put in his picks, so I texted him. I said, "Yo, who do you got
Oh,
winning?"
yeah.
Literally like 2 minutes before, and then I let him fill it out
Oh, that's
after.
why you were
Yeah,
hitting me.
yeah, that's why I hit you up. I was like, "Bro, who are you picking?"
That's
Everybody
funny.
can see this link, man. They're gonna think that you're cheating.
I didn't. No, no, I definitely didn't cheat. 100%. I would never cheat. I just wouldn't pick a winner or a winner loser, or I just picked a loser, honestly, if that was the
Yeah,
case. But
yeah, you have
anyway.
to.
Well, I guess I had the Broncos, but I didn't think it was just going to be a battle of field goals this game. I was bored watching this, man. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, no, it kind of sucked. But I picked Indy to win, so I was content with it. I was content with the outcome. I wish I went to bed though, and
Yeah,
then just
like
woke
me.
up to the score. Yeah, yeah. I just wish I went to bed and woke up to with the score, and that would have been a much better outcome in my opinion. But yeah,
Um, the only thing I wanted to say about the game is a rumor has it Russell Wilson has a torn lat or something like that. I heard. Don't know how
supposedly,
true that is. Don't, but supposedly he's playing with that right now. So
yeah, I think it's like partially torn. Supposedly, like he's had it for a couple weeks and stuff. So he's just been like resting it, and he's been super limited in practice, which I I don't know why it's just coming out. Why it just came out after the game. If
yeah.
it's been a couple weeks and he's been limited in practice, I feel like that's pretty obvious. But shit, man, I
Um,
didn't see it, so
Jumping into the next game here. This was the Sunday morning game this week in London, I believe again, right?
yeah, I hate those fucking games, dude.
Yeah, I'm not ready to watch football that early.
No,
But the Giants did beat the Packers. That was I wasn't really expecting that one. That was kind of crazy.
nobody was.
Saquon and Darius Slayton kind of carried the Giants offense a little bit there. Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good day. 222 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Randall Cobb, that old head that Aaron Rodgers loves. He had 99 receiving yards. But yeah, the Giants just got it done. They put up 14 points in the fourth quarter, and that kind of sealed the game for him there.
Yeah, I don't like watching the London games, um, or like overseas games. It's just kind of, in my opinion, like it sucks. I mean, like no team has that home field advantage. It's just
Yeah,
it kind of like pulls the drive out of it. Like, oh wow, everybody has the what's the thing when you like lose sleep because of a flight layover? No, not
like
layover.
jet
Jet
lag.
lag. Yeah, yeah. Everybody got jet lag. It's like I don't know. I just feel like those games are pointless, and I feel like those games can go either way. It just depends on how you're like. Yeah, oh yeah, everybody has jet lag. Great, but like some people can like deal with it much better than other people. I'm not gonna lie. If I was in the NFL, I wouldn't fucking play that shit. They said you're going to London. Great, I'm sitting on the bench. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I I think I read this somewhere. Someone was telling me. I think they're trying to get like 2 teams over there.
Yeah, I read that too. I don't remember where it was. They wanna expand a little bit and get a couple teams over there,
I
which
don't
I mean
like
I
that
think
though.
would. I mean, me neither.
Like
Um,
I feel like you can't add 2 teams. I feel like you kind of have to add like 4 or something, and like have
but
two
even
in the
then,
NFC, AFC.
yeah, I mean either way, it's gonna make shit weird. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know if like I feel like the fans are gonna be very split on it, like either way. And dude, did you see the stands like during the game? Like I said, I don't like watching it, but like I obviously watched it. Dude, literally like they're just wearing. They're not wearing Green Bay stuff. They're not wearing Giants stuff. They're literally just wearing like random NFL stuff. Like it's just like a fucking rainbow in the seats. Like it's ridiculous. Uh, whatever.
Well, yeah,
They're
Giant the Giants got it done. The NFC East is looking pretty good. We'll get into that a little bit later once we cover some more games. But moving into the next one here, the Patriots shut out the Lions 29 to zip. Um, I know the Lions are banged up all around the ball on offense and stuff, but wow, I'm pretty sure they had the best offense in football, averaging 30 something points a game, and then got held to zero.
yeah.
Wow, good job, Patriots. I'll
Also,
give it to you.
the highest paid offense too in the league. Who would have
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
guessed the Lions? You know.
yeah. Christian Facts 101.
You know. It's Christian Fact for Dummies. Let's go.
But yeah, that game was just I don't know, it was just all Patriots sided. Said shut them out 29 to zip. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing for the Lions. Like I think they're having a pretty good season this year. It's just I feel like a wake up call for them. Like, okay, we really gotta get our shit together and figure out who we are as a team.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is kind of embarrassing, but like they did get
Uh,
embarrassed. I mean,
it is, but like I mean, once we get to the Jets and Dolphins, like getting blown out by the Jets, like I feel like it's almost kind of worse.
yeah, I mean, but you have to expect. Let's just dive right into that. Jets
Yeah,
Dolphins,
yeah,
right?
we may as well. We may as well.
Okay,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
picked the Jets. I got that shit right. I knew that shit was gonna happen, bro. Tua is the
I
glue. Tua is the glue.
okay. If Teddy Bridgewater didn't get hurt, I don't know if the Dolphins would have won. They still weren't playing that good, but I don't know. The once your first stringer's out, then your second stringer, then you're up to your third. It's kind of hard to win the game.
Yeah,
So obviously, if Tua was playing, I think the outcome of the game would have been different. That's the what if of every single game that's played. Kudos to the Jets though. I'm liking the Jets. I'm really on the New York bandwagon this year. All the teams, honestly. The
wait, so remember how I shouted out Tom and Marty's? Bang, again this week. Tom and Marty's actually no, they already did it. They did it last Sunday. They do it on like the Sunday if they win like all three games by Sunday, it's done on Sunday.
the
So like they did
that's
it
that
this
spot in Binghamton, y'all, with the wings, right?
yeah. Not
Yeah.
with the free beer.
Oh, the beer. I thought you got wings too.
Nah, free beer. Wait, maybe actually. I think you might. It probably depends on the week, but they probably do like an appetizer for everybody too. I don't know if it was like
I mean,
I don't really know. I just saw it on Twitter. Um, I was like, no way! I can't believe that they did because that shit happens like never, but they always advertise it. This year, it's gonna happen like frequently. I think this is like the
yo,
third time it's happened.
we got to get some like ad revenue from them or something. We
Facts.
keep plugging
Hit
them.
up Tom. Hit up Tom from Tom and Marty's.
But yeah, the Jets looked really good. Rushing the ball, they I'm looking right here. Brees Hall, Michael Carter, Braxton Buros, Beer, whatever, and Zach Wilson, they all had rushing touchdowns. So running the ball, the Jets really got it done. They have a good backfield. I feel like that's kind of proven now with Michael Carter and Brees Hall, splitting carries and stuff. I feel like it's working for them. Like they got something going.
Yeah, most definitely. I like the Jets this year. I don't think they're a playoff contender, but I think they're, you know,
They
it's a
they're
solid
past
rebuild.
that
I'll give
rebuild
them that.
phase.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
yeah, the rebuilds work.
Um, Looking at the Chargers Browns game, that game was really cool to see. Another running back heavy game. Austin Eckler finally snapped. He had almost 200 scrimmage yards that game. Two touchdowns, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
some
two
crazy shit.
touchdowns, one receiving, one rushing. Um, and then Nick Chubb on the other side, he went off too. He had two touchdowns, 134 yards. Another very run heavy game. The Chargers did get it done. Kind of
Barely.
expected. Yeah, barely. Yeah, barely. Um, was expected. I think we all thought the Chargers were going to win that game. I still think the Chargers are a solid team coming out the AFC this year.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. How is his like rib or whatever?
Uh, I haven't heard anything about it. I know it's kind of banged up, but he's playing.
Yeah, because he looked like shit his first game back, like off the
Yeah, he
injury.
did. He did.
He had a couple like phenomenal throws, but he couldn't move, you know. So I didn't really watch too much of it. I was watching Red Zone, so I was flipping in and out. So um, I haven't really been able to like see kind of how he was, but they barely won that game. I didn't Cleveland like miss a field goal or something for them to win it.
I'm not too sure. Very well could have been though. Very well. The final score is 30-28, so very well could have been. Makes sense.
I think that's what happened. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Fuck
Um,
that.
yeah, jumping into the next one, not really too much of an exciting game here. The Texans and Jags. Texans took it 13-6. Um, Damian Pierce. I'm not sure if I mentioned him on the podcast, but I've been telling a lot of my friends keep an eye out for on him. He's a rookie back. He's making a really good case for offensive rookie of the year right now. He had 99 yards and a touchdown in your fantasies. I doubt he's on your waivers, but maybe you could throw in a trade, throw in a couple like mediocre backs for him or something. Maybe catch someone off guard. He's definitely riding someone's bench. I feel like in your league, so keep an eye out on him. But other than that, that's really it from that game. Trevor Lawrence didn't look too hot. Marvin Jones had a really good game, but that was about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't really watch much of that game because look at the fucking score, and I was watching Red Zone. Um, Not too many Red Zone trips. But they were a part of my parlay, Jacksonville, because I was like, bro, they're playing Texans. That's just crazy. I didn't think that like I would not have pictured that outcome in any manner. But this weekend I will be flying back up to New York. So the second I land in New York, follow TikTok, follow TikTok. The second I land in New York, we're putting together a little parlay, and I'm not gonna pick any of it. So it's gonna be random, and you guys can see when I post to TikTok. It's gonna be actually
And
not for
hey,
that. You know that that shit where like people are like, oh, I'm gonna build a 17-0 team, and like it's like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that
Oh,
thing.
you were talking. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna do
yeah,
that. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take the first six. I'm gonna pick a surgical six. That's gonna be straight money. That's gonna be money. Yeah. So that's gonna be what's up. That's gonna
um,
be what's up. You better tail it.
jumping into the next one here, we had the Bucks and Falcons. Kind of a low scoring game, but the Bucks had the Falcons shut out for the first three quarters. The Falcons put up 15 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, so they got it clicking right at the very end. Their offense didn't look too hot. Tom Brady on the other side of the ball, um, he threw 351 and a touchdown. Solid game for Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette went off, receiving and rushing. He had over 140 scrimmage yards. Or yeah, 139. My fault. Quick math, guys. 139. So pretty solid game from him. But yeah, not too impressed by this game. Kind of a boring game. I remember seeing bits and pieces of it and stuff. Nothing too crazy happened.
Yeah, I'll stand by. Um, you know, Falcons beat bad teams. Think about it. Like seriously, what kind of team can just go and put up? What did they put up? 14 points in the fourth quarter.
15.
15 against the Bucks. Like the Bucks weren't just like pulling off the gas and like, all right, yeah, just go throw up 15 points. Literally they scored two touchdowns and then converted to 2-point conversions. So that way, all they had to do was score a touchdown to beat them. Because what was it, 21?
Yeah.
20 Bucks
Yeah.
had 21. Yeah. So the Falcons will always beat bad teams because they can turn on like that. Whether it be like is there a choice that they turn on? Nah, it just kind of happens. But like, otherwise they would have been doing it the whole game. They will beat every bad team though. So always bet the Falcons when they are playing bad teams.
Um. Yeah. Now, I know this one might hurt you a little bit, but I feel like it was kind of expected.
Yeah.
Um, the Steelers, Bills. The
Wait, I'm gonna take
Bills.
the lead on this one. I'm gonna take the lead
Oh
on
yeah,
this one.
yeah, 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 yeah. This is all you.
So Pitt got fucked up, and That was much expected, right? Um, Buffalo, Super Bowl favorite at the beginning of the season. Um, Obviously, that wasn't going to be good. But the key takeaways from that game, right? So, mind you, there's nothing you can really take away from the Bills. It's like they're playing a bad team, right? So takeaway for the Steelers, bro. Kenny Pickett started, right? Pull up his stats real quick. What do you throw for? Almost 300 yards, right?
I got you, hon. Give me 2 seconds.
Kenny Pickett made
Kenny
the start.
Pickett.
Yeah,
So he went 34 of 52, 327 passing yards, no touchdowns, and 1 pick.
yeah. So all in all, not too shabby, right? Over 300 passing yards. Like I talk shit about Patrick Mahomes because he's not putting up 300 plus passing yards. Like if he doesn't put up over 300 yards, he has a shitty fucking game, in my opinion, right? Any good quarterback. Kenny Pickett's a fucking rookie and he's putting up over 300 passing yards in his first, start. Um, Another takeaway. I don't really know. That's all I really cared about. I'm so hyped for Kenny Pickett starting. Honestly,
Nah,
dude.
that was
No,
dope. That was dope.
actually, yo. So George Pickens is probably on the bench for many of your fantasy teams. I don't know if he still is or not. I have him on quite a few of my teams, but with Kenny Pickett starting, bro, George Pickens is already a clear favorite for like top wide receiver in his opinion. With 0 touchdowns, right? He threw 0 touchdowns. George Pickens still put up like 15.8 points, which is solid for no touchdown. Imagine if
Uh,
he just connects with him in
And
one
that
game.
was with a pick too. That was with the pick too. So it would have
No,
been what,
no,
like 17 or 18?
no,
Oh, that
George
was with the
Pickens.
pick you're saying?
No, that was George
Oh,
Pickens.
my fault, my fault, my fault. I
Yeah,
got I got him
you're
confused for a
good.
second.
You always will. It's the pick it and pick it era. Um, But nah, literally pick up George Pickens. I feel like he can be like a end of the season contender. Potentially win you some games. I know we have, especially like this week. Odds are he's going to be on the bench for the next coming weeks. I know the Steelers have like the Bucks this week, um, the Dolphins, and then I just talked about this, but I don't remember. I don't know another good team, but yeah, pick him up. That's a good pickup, and he'll produce some numbers once they start connecting more down towards the end zone. Because I mean, think about it, like that's against the Bills too when you put that up.
Yeah. Um, the Bills, they went off. Josh Allen, 4 touchdowns, pick, over 300 passing yards. Solid day for Josh. Expected by the Bills, though.
Yeah.
They're dominant force in the league. So, jumping into the next one here, the Vikings and Bears. Um, I'm gonna start with the Vikings here. They won the game 29-22. Um, Justin Jefferson one threw a pretty nice pass.
Hmm.
Two went off again, 12 receptions, 154 yards. And three, my boy Jalen Rieger, pretty sure he had a nice punt return.
Uh,
Or no, he had a touchdown. That's what it is. He had a touchdown. And he hasn't had a touchdown in a hot minute. That's my TCU boy, though. My Horned Frogs.
hey, yeah,
Just wanted to shout
Texas
them out. We're
Christian
cooking right
University.
now. Oh, we're not a college football thing, but TCU, Oklahoma State this Saturday. TCU, bang everything. Bet the
Yo,
house.
TCU
Don't
looks
do that.
good.
Don't do that.
TCU looks good all around though. Yo, real talk though, college
Dude.
football. Yo, Syracuse, they're ranked.
Yo,
They're
Syracuse.
like
Me and some of the boys here were we were talking about going to a game.
I used to go to them all the time, bro, all the time. Um, they're so much fun. College games are, in my opinion, better than like a lot better than NFL games. So much fun. I recommend 100%. But yo, they're ranked. They were 22nd last week. I didn't even look this week. Let me check real quick
I'm just gonna go on and
because
keep
they had a
talking about the
bye.
game real quick.
Yeah,
Um
18, bro. They broke 20.
okay.
They broke 20. They're ranked
Oh,
18. Yeah,
let's go. Oh,
yeah, but they got a tough game this week. Hold on. Damn, Clemson. They're playing Clemson this week. No, 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 no. Hold on.
nah, Florida State's playing Clemson.
Yeah, that's what I thought. NC State. NC State.
All right. Let's get
Moving
back
on.
to the NFL real quick. Yeah. The Bears, they didn't look too hot. Darnell Mooney, he had two good catches. I saw both of those. David Montgomery. Was this his first game back or
Uh, I think he was used lightly. I think it's his first like full game back.
okay? He had a decent day. He had 72 scrimmage yards, a touchdown. Um, Decent fantasy numbers there for you. That's pretty much it from this game. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to add in with it.
No,
Yeah, that's whenever I see the Bears play, I don't really care. You
no, not at all.
know. Next up is the Titans and Commanders. Man, the Commanders, like, I feel like it's either Carson Wentz. Well, I mean, Carson Wentz either plays great or doesn't. And you saw Ron Rivera what he said about Carson Wentz, right?
No,
He said someone asked him like, "What's the problem with the team?" It's like quarterback.
damn, that's tough.
Yeah, like Carson Wentz. We'll go through his stats this year real quick. 313 one game, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Then 337, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Then 211, 0-0. Then 170, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Then this game, he turned it around a little bit. He had 359, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. But he's just so like inconsistent, and I
Mm.
guess that's kind of what like Ron Rivera was getting at.
How many picks did he
Just
have this week?
he had one.
Okay, and that last one was like was the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
tough.
just another thing I wanted to mention from the Commanders. Diami Brown, he had 2 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Could just be a week, a little fluke kind of thing, but maybe keep your eyes out on him in fantasy. And then with the Titans, I know Derrick Henry was running the ball pretty well, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. We'd love to see that. The King is back.
Actually,
And yeah,
yeah, I'm dude. All in all, this week I don't really have much to say about football this week. I wasn't a huge fan of any of the games except for the Monday night game, but we'll get to that one. Proceed.
um, then we had the Saints and Seahawks. Geno Smith played great this week. I don't know, like I said, I'm on the Geno train, so I love seeing him do well. He went 16 of 25, 268, 3 touchdowns. The Saints, Taysom Hill, saw a lot of Taysom Hill on Sunday.
Yeah,
They're doing all those, those rushing plays where it's just him in the backfield and just a bunch of blockers on the
let him
field,
go.
zero
Yeah,
receivers. He had 3 touchdowns and a passing touchdown, so all Taysom Hill. Now I know also too in fantasy, this is a little bit of a cheese kind of thing. I don't know if ESPN still does it, but you used to be able to put Taysom Hill in your tight end spot, and when he'd be in at quarterback, like for actual games, you got those points in at tight end. So now it's a little grimy kind of thing, but it is in there. Just saying, or it might not be anymore. But yeah, Saints got the dub. I know the Saints are really banged up on the receiver end of the ball, though. They're really down bad with Michael Thomas being hurt. Um, Olave, is that how you say his name? Olave,
Olave. Yeah,
Olave.
yeah.
I know he's a little banged up, so the Saints are a little banged up all around the ball. Um, Jumping into the next one here, we have the Niners and Panthers. Jimmy Garoppolo looked pretty great. Jeffrey Wilson, he had a great day, 120
Oh
rushing
yeah,
yards down. That's might be a good trade for you to put in. Might be someone good for you to pick up. I'm pretty sure everyone has him in fantasy. If he's on
yeah,
the waivers, you could definitely pick him up in your league.
yeah. Most definitely. I think San Francisco is gonna be good this year. Um, I didn't think they were gonna be good with Trey Lance. Dude, Jimmy G's that fucking guy, dude. Give him a
I've
week
been
to
on the
shake.
Jimmy G train, with the Pats, bro.
Yeah, dude, give him a week to shake off the dust, and he's copping dubs left and right. So I stand
Yeah.
for Jimmy G.
Um, what I want to say about the Panthers is I've said this since he's come into the league. Baker Mayfield sucks,
Yeah,
and
fuck
he
Baker
still
Mayfield.
does. Um, I'll give it to him. Like he's a good quarterback, but he just hasn't been able to do anything. At least like
He's just not a
kind of in
leader.
the NFL in general. You know, it's can't win games. Panthers are 1-4. He's talking kind of like all this shit before the season, and I don't know. He's not getting it done.
Oh
And
wait,
just
did you hear about the Bills asking for CMC?
nah.
Dude, they asked about CMC's status, like trade status, seeing like yeah how locked in he was and what they'd want for him. I think, in my
Wow.
opinion, let him go. The Panthers, they need a complete rebuild.
I
Think
wonder
about
who
it.
they get.
They'd
That'd be
probably get like,
crazy.
dude, honestly, they could probably get like 5 or 6 picks for him, like first and second round picks
Facts. They could
over a
easily
couple of
get
years.
3 first round picks for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, well, that might be something to look out for. Um, Jumping into this game, Battle of the Birds here. Yeah, the Eagles Cardinals. I really hope that Jalen Hurts is changing your mind this year because he's playing like I guess probably the
Dude,
MVP, right?
I
MVP right
right now, yeah, he's playing like an MVP. Also, hold on, time out. Speaking of that, I did see a question come in on the question sheet regarding like MVP and us making our picks. We do plan on doing that, just to let you know, let you guys know. We do plan on doing that. I'm thinking like week 8, week 9, like middle of the season, would be like a good time because I mean you can bet on it all the way through. So let us get like a good analysis behind it. And, that's
now? Yeah,
definitely something
me.
that's in the cards.
Okay, yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, Jalen Hurts right now. Wow, he's looking amazing. He had 239 passing yards, 61 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Um, I the Eagles are 5-0. The NFC East it's looking pretty good. I never thought we'd say it, but
I
it's
know
looking pretty good.
it's been a while since anybody said that, and good for them, you know. And hey, I didn't say Jalen Hurts was a bad quarterback. All right, I said he's a phenomenal fantasy quarterback. I'm not sold on his, you know, actual status. But
I'm just
mind you,
saying
it's
5-0.
yeah 5-0. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. No, yeah, he's solid though. The big reason why is because I really never watched him play because I was just like not about NFC East. Nobody ever was.
Yeah,
We talked about that. So like I'm never like honestly, I was never like, all right, let's watch a Commanders game, let's watch an Eagles game, let's watch a Giants game, let's watch the Cowboys are playing. We need to watch.
I'll
Like
watch the Giants games though.
hmm?
I watch the Giants games.
Yeah, because they're
A
local
lot of my
games.
friends and family, they're Giants fans though. So, but needless to say, Kyler Murray, he's been looking a little shaky all year. He had 250 passing yards, a touchdown, a pick, 42 rushing yards though. Pretty solid game for him this week though, for sure. Um, they just couldn't get it done. I'm just looking at the score, like the score by quarter. Um, Nah, it was a pretty even game throughout the game. Just the Eagles got it done.
Yeah, that was a good
Um,
game.
Jumping into the other NFC East team, uh, Cowboys beat the Rams. Surprisingly, I wasn't really
Yeah,
expecting that one.
I was. I called that shit.
Um,
That's why I'm up this
uh,
week too.
Maybe the Cowboys trade like Dak and just rock with Cooper Rush. Eh?
Nah, that don't never
I'm kidding.
happen.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It should be in the
But
conversation
yeah,
though. Like Dak shouldn't get his just be eligible for the starting spot because at the end of the day, in my opinion, I'm not saying Cooper Rush is good at quarterback. I think he's a good leader though. I think he's leading that team in the right direction. I don't think
yeah.
it's necessarily his QB skills, but I think it's his interpersonal skills and leadership skills.
Um, Something I did want to add: Tony Pollard had 86 rushing yards, and Zeke had 78 rushing yards. So they've been handing the ball off a good amount. I have Tony Pollard in a couple of my fantasy leagues. There you go. I'm giving you guys all this fantasy info now because I'm not with like the sheet thing. I don't really fill it out. So I'm giving it to
I
you
stopped
now, so
that.
you got my picks and stuff.
Yeah, I stopped that because I feel like we talk about it enough that like if you're not
Yeah,
listening, you don't
that's
deserve it. No, fuck out of here,
yeah,
right?
nah, exactly, respectfully.
Respectfully,
But
though.
yeah, Dallas, Dallas got it done. Matty Stafford, he threw for over 300 yards, touchdown and a pick. Um, Cooper Cup, went off per usual, 7 receptions, 125 yards, a tutty. Makes sense. Yeah, NFC East looking pretty promising this year. I'm kind of happy. The NFC East, it's like I said, I like the Giants a lot. So having the division good, gets the Giants in the talks. Everyone in New York is kind of happy,
Yeah,
good vibes. It's, good energy in there.
yeah, most definitely.
Um,
I do want to shout out though. I did call that Dallas W. I know I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Dude, Cooper Rush is not lost. He is 4-0. You want to talk about Jalen Hurts being 5-0? Cooper Rush,
True.
yeah, you know love.
Jumping into the next game, divisional matchup, Bengals and Ravens. The Ravens took it 19-17. Um, Pretty even game all throughout the game. Lamar Jackson, 174 passing yards, 58 rushing yards, a touchdown and a pick. Mark Andrews went off per usual, 8 receptions, 89 yards, touchdown. The Bengals, Joey,
Joey,
217, a tutty and a pick. Joe Mixon, 78 yards rushing. That's about it stat wise from that game for people who stood out. Um, the Bengals, or not the Bengals, my bad. The Ravens look pretty solid this year. Um, I think they have a good chance. They're just I don't know when it comes to the playoffs and stuff. They either don't make it just because they'll still win 9, 10 games, just not make it, or I don't think they can make a deep run in the playoffs if they have to go against like the Bills or Chiefs. I feel like those two teams are a tad bit better.
we also have to think too. It's a different style of play between the Ravens and the Bills and the Chiefs. Like their offenses are ran completely different. I think they can
Nah, for
contend
sure.
just because at the end of the day, when the Chiefs and the Bills play, it's gunslinger versus gunslinger. Just like who can throw the ball the furthest and the most accurate. And you know what I'm saying? It's not like that in Baltimore. It's a whole different ball game. So, I just think it brings in a new style of play per se. I think they could contend, and I think Lamar Jackson could be on his way, uh, potentially to an MVP year. Potentially dropping some hints here. Again, like
Hey.
I said, we're not taking official picks until more mid-season, but I potentially, potentially.
Jumping into the last game of the week, um, the Monday night game here, Chiefs Raiders, man. I don't know what it is with my Raiders whenever they play the Chiefs. Like the first about I don't know 90% of the game, it always looks so good. Nah, not 90, but like first 3 quarters, honestly, it looks good for the Raiders. And then after that, they just always blow it. I don't know what it is. I watched the first like almost 3 quarters of the game, and then I was just like, I gotta go to sleep, and I don't want to see the Raiders lose. And they did lose, so I'm glad I went to sleep. But yeah, the third quarter, the Chiefs put up 14 unanswered. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have that.
Never count out
Um,
Patty Mahomes. I hate that guy, but never do it.
Josh G, Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams went off. Like, it's cool, but I'm just so disappointed. Like, this would have been such a huge win for the Raiders. They're going into their quote unquote easy part of their schedule. Like I know we played the Jags, pretty sure the Colts, I think Texans too, maybe that whole division there and stuff. But yeah, I'm disappointed. The Chiefs, yeah, Mahomes had a great day. 292 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. That's about all the light I'm gonna shed on them because I'm kind of
Oh, so you
upset.
talking? Nah, actually, one piece of light I do want to shut on. Uh, I mean, Patrick Mahomes was a part of it, but Travis Kelsey, 4 touchdowns, fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, that's like a Kansas City like franchise record, and it's his personal best. At three, his personal best was two before that. At three was his personal best, and put up another one. Um,
that's crazy. So he passed like Tony G and stuff. I'm sure Tony G had the record.
Yeah, most likely. I don't remember who, but it's a franchise record now. Um, but no, he had a crazy game, honestly. Like the Raiders just honestly couldn't cover him. They were going crazy with the flags too towards the end, talking crazy about like how he um like they literally put like linebackers on him and just like shove it, like got into his grill like in the front. Like you would just see like, oh, legal hands to the face, and it was on some linebacker who was on Kelsey or something.
Mhm.
Uh,
I know Darren Waller got hurt too in the game, which kind of
yeah,
might have helped the Raiders a little bit there. Maybe gave him another touchdown or something. But that what
you
if?
you know who did look good? Chandler fucking Jones, bro.
Yo,
Got to
facts.
rep local. He's from my city. Um, his Johnny Bones Jones brother. He's gangster.
Word. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he's from my city, so you gotta rep it. But he looked good. He's been in the league a long time. You know, I don't think he got a sack, but he had a lot of pressures, and realistically, he forced a lot of sacks. He forced a lot of um, tackles for losses. I mean, he looked really good. That was a good pickup.
Yeah, I agree. So now we're gonna jump into the Taylor fails here of week
Yeah.
5.
So quick little running total. Actually, we'll go through week 5 total real quick. If you guys were to tail my picks, you'd be up $476.84 with $100 unit size. Put that up to $1,000 unit size. We've got that free. That's, I don't know, like 4 grand or whatever. But nobody's doing that. At least I'm not. I don't know. Other people could be. John lost $47.19. So all in all, really not a bad week. And if you were following the NFL power rankings and took those picks based on that, minus $327.54. Power rankings really have been shit. Overall, they
Yeah.
are down $1,436, which me and John, we are literally half that. I'm minus 758. John is minus 702 overall. So I mean, all in all, we haven't made money yet, but if we just count the last 2 weeks in general, I think both of us would be up. Because dude, the NFL was so close this year in the beginning. It was insane. Didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But last week I went 12-4. John and the power rankings went 9-7, and overall I am 40 wins, 39 losses, and 1 tie. John and the NFL are 43, 36, and 1. So you guys are actually, yeah.
it it's so crazy to see like me in the NFL. We got the same record, but just like the win loss, like the differential of like it's literally double.
So
Like
the reason,
it's more than double. Like
yeah, the reason behind that though, all in all, because in most cases NFL is taking the favorites, so
yeah,
the
yeah,
favored team, so like they don't win as much when they win, but they lose the same amount no matter what. But like, say you take like an underdog here and there, that should pan out fat. So
for sure.
that's the cool part about not following the NFL. But like all in all, dude, their power rankings, I'm not gonna lie, like overall they are, they've guessed 3 more games right than I have, you know, but still, it's only 3 games. Their power rankings are pretty off. Now, I don't want to say off because but like what I'm saying. It's just cool. It's cool to see. That's why I track it. I think it's a cool kind of measurement to go by. What do you guys think? Do you
Um,
think it?
now jumping into our week 6 predictions here. I guess we'll just kind of go through the games and just kind of like fire away in a sense. Starting with the Thursday night game this week, kind of disappointed. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it. If the Rangers are on, I'm probably gonna watch the Rangers to keep it a buck. Shout out Rangers. They won last night. Mika had 2 goals. I watched that game. Shout out the Yankees too.
Yeah, facts.
Um, Back to football though.
Yeah,
Tomorrow night's game we have Washington and Chicago. I'm going with Chicago. I don't like either of these teams, but I got Chicago.
yeah. I'm going Washington myself. It's just insane to me how little yards Chicago has put up. I mean, yeah, they had a decent game against the Vikings, I'll say. last week. All in all, I don't foresee that going any further. I'm gonna go Washington.
Um, Now jumping into the Sunday 1 o'clock games here. Um, First one we'll look at, we got San Francisco, Atlanta. Christian and I both got San Francisco taking it. I think we're on that Jimmy G train, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't see for San Francisco as a bad team. So Atlanta beats bad teams, but San Francisco, in my opinion, is not a bad team.
Next up, we got the Patriots against Cleveland. I got Cleveland winning this one. I think Nick Chubb is going to have another great day running the ball. Um,
Yeah, I have New England. I just kind of threw it in there. I might change it, you know, within the next hour or so, but expect it to be New England. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go New England. Yeah.
um, Next, we got the Jets and Packers. I'm going with the Jets here. The Packers have been a little shaky all year, and especially coming off a loss from the Giants. I don't think the Jets are much better. I think the Jets could do a lot more rushing the ball too than the Giants, just because they're a little more versatile at the running back position.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay in this one. All in all, I take those London games very little into account. I don't want to even count them in general. Realistically, I think Green Bay can beat the Giants. I think they should beat the Giants. Even in New York, I think they would have beaten the Giants. Or New Jersey, I should say. But um, yeah, so I think they would win either way. I'm gonna take Green Bay. Think even coming off a loss that they almost feel embarrassed by. They
Yeah,
have to come back. They can't get doubled up on New York teams.
yeah. Jumping into the next one, we got Jacksonville and the Colts. Um, Not too excited for this game. I'm rocking with the Colts though.
I'm taking Jacksonville. I need T-Law to just pop off. Everybody's hype was so crazy on him, and if you guys are into like sports cards at all, people are investing crazy amount of money into his rookie cards. He needs to pop off if anything is gonna become relevant this year, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go T-Law, Jacksonville.
Jumping into the next game, Minnesota against Miami. Christian and I both have Minnesota winning here. I'm assuming for the same reasons once again. Tua's looking like he's not gonna be playing.
And
Who knows Teddy Bridgewater? I know he was going through concussion stuff. I think he cleared everything though. Who knows though? If they're with their third stringer, I don't think they'll be able to get it done, especially against Minnesota. Um, yeah,
wait, shit, is Mac Jones playing New England?
I'm not sure. I know he was supposed to miss a few weeks. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, no. So yeah, I am switching
Oh,
that to Cleveland. I forgot that Mac Jones is out. I just went and switched
um,
it.
and then, this is actually kind of funny. So Christian and I are looking at our tail and fails together right now, just going through the games, and from the Minnesota game on, all of our picks are the same.
Shit.
That's pretty funny. Um,
Oh well.
so either me and Christian are gonna make a lot of money together this week, or we're gonna lose a lot of money. But we'll continue going through the games here.
We just trying to get in the
Cincinnati,
positive at this point.
yeah. Cincinnati against the Saints. We're both rocking with Cincinnati here. The Saints are a little banged up with their receivers, quarterback and stuff. So I'm gonna rock with the Bengals.
Yeah, I don't think Jameis is that guy.
um, Baltimore at the Giants. I think this is going to be a good game. Honestly, I think it's going to be more of a defensive heavy game. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I think the Giants are gonna give the Patriots a little bit of a struggle, kind of be able to contain Lamar Jackson as at least that rushing threat. So I think we're gonna have to rely a lot on the passing game.
Yeah,
But I do think Baltimore is still going to take that game.
yeah, I think Baltimore's going to squeak out of there, especially if you know my statement stands true that Lamar is going to be on his way to potentially another MVP season. Like I said, it's too early to justify this. Why we haven't put any official picks in, but I'm with it. I agree.
Um, Jump into the next game here. This is a little surprising from Christian. We got Tampa Bay against Pittsburgh. We both got Tampa Bay winning. Um, so I mean, I just think Tampa Bay is better than the Steelers. I am excited to see um what's it called? Sorry. I'm excited to see the Steelers with their quarterback situation, what's gonna happen there, especially going against Tampa Bay, who has, one of the better defenses I'd say in the league. So it'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that game. Realistically, I think Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh altogether, like we don't have T.J. Watt or Minka Fitzpatrick. That's our defense. Don't get me wrong, we have other good players as well, but those are kind of like the most experienced, best defensive players. With them, I could see us beating Tampa. With them, I could see us being a competitive team. And it's just, yeah, Tampa Bay is probably going to win. No. But
You know, I
if everything starts falling back into place, Minka's back, TJ Watt's back, and then Kenny Pickett's throwing over 300 yards a game, and Najee Harris and I forgot the backup running back, but they're starting to, um, split reps. I think at the end of the day, if pieces start to fall, I think it's going to be a successful unit. But so far, nothing's really working in our favor.
moving into the next game here, we got the Panthers against the Rams. Um, me and Christian just talked about the Panthers a little bit. We're not really too fond of them. I'm not too fond of Baker Mayfield. So I think the Rams are going to win. I'm not too fond of the Rams either
Me
this year.
neither.
Like the Rams, after winning the Super Bowl, I didn't expect them to be crazy. It's usually how it goes. Super Bowl winning team. They usually don't even make the playoffs, right? Isn't that the
Mm,
statistic or something like that?
I don't know the statistic. That's pretty crazy
There's
though.
something like that. But yeah, I do think the Rams are going to win this game. Um, just because they're better than the Panthers.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Rams are going to win too. Panthers trade CMC, started to rebuild. I know you thought getting Baker Mayfield was going to be a solid start, but it's not. So um, trade Baker while you're at it too. Just saying. And once you do that and you start having a winning team, I can coach. I can I can be a business analyst. I can do whatever you need. Gotcha.
um, Looking at the next game here, we got the Falcons and Seahawks. I actually just changed my pick. I had the Falcons, but I'm going to rock with the Seahawks. I really like Geno Smith, and if there's a team the Seahawks could beat, I feel
You
like
mean
the.
Arizona?
Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah, I looked at it again. Disregard that, guys. Sorry. I saw the
It's been a
A.
long week, okay? That's why we weren't here
Yeah.
last week.
I saw the A and I thought ATL. My fault, y'all.
Yeah, I would have
But
taken ATL
needless to
against.
say,
Yeah,
yeah. So, but I was going to talk about Geno Smith. I really like Geno Smith, and he had a really good game. He's had a really good game pretty much almost every week this year. So looking back at it now, I think the Seahawks are going to be able to get it done just because the Cardinals are kind of like all over the place on offense and defense. I feel like they're not really put together, and I feel like the Seahawks offense is going to get it done against their defense.
fair. I'm taking the Cards. I'm taking the Cards like 5 weeks in a row, but I'm taking the Cards. It's all good. Cards. Love it.
um, I don't know how this game isn't the Sunday night game. Buffalo and Kansas City. Guys, get your popcorn, get your beer, get your steak, get your nachos, whatever you want for this game, your wings, because it's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, you should not leave the couch when this game gets on.
We all know how these matchups go when they play. It's down to the wire. It's intense. It's high scoring. It's football at its best. This is going to be the game of the week. This is going to be a great game. With that being said, I'm rocking with the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, it really hurts me to do this. It really does. But I want to get into the green. No, I don't want to be down money. It's in KC, right? It's in Kansas City.
Yep.
It's Dude, that's a hard stadium to win. That's a hard fucking stadium to win. And Buffalo hasn't been with it recently. They lost to Miami. Um, Fuck it, we're going Buffalo. Uh, This is happening live, guys. Buffalo. I just switched to Buffalo. So Buffalo. That's what I'm going with.
Sorry about that.
No reason
Um,
why. Just going with Buffalo.
jumping into
Buffalo has it.
jumping into the next game here. We're also actually we're just trying to make the betting a little more fun too. If me and Christian have like the same picks every week too, like
Yeah,
that kind of defeats the purpose of it. It's no fun. This is fake money. It's so if we can have a little bit of fun with it, let's do it.
exactly. Exactly. We're going Buffalo.
Um, jumping in the Dallas and Philly. This is the Sunday night game. A pretty solid Sunday night game. Just I
You
think
want to play
the
like that too? I'm
Chiefs.
going Dallas.
We both have the Eagles.
I'm going
Which
Dallas.
Dallas isn't a bad pick. This is going to be a great game too. So we had two good football games like back to back.
Hmm.
Um, I think this game could go either way. Both teams are playing well, but the Eagles, they have their starting quarterback. Dallas doesn't. So I think that's going to help be the deciding factor and why I'm picking the Eagles.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I picked the Eagles too. Same reason. I just think they're a uh playoff contender team. And Dallas, I don't know if they 100% are. I'm not sold on them. But I'm gonna ride the Cooper Rush train and fucking keep 4-0. Cooper Rush is 4-0 starting, so we're gonna ride that all the way. And yeah, that's why. Makes sense.
And then jumping into the last game of the week here, the Monday night game, we got the AFC West matchup. We got the Broncos and the Chargers. Christian and I both got the Chargers. Um, I'm just not sold on the Broncos. I thought Russell Wilson was going to be a lot better than he is,
Yep.
and he's not. And we rock FBG out here, just saying. So can't really like Russell Wilson too much anyway. So
Facts.
Future's my guy.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Chargers. I don't think the Broncos have any chance of winning this one.
No, I agree. Chargers. Gierbo. Gierbo. Vibes. Um,
um,
yeah, that kind of ties up our picks for
yeah,
next week. Like I said,
guys.
I like
Oh,
I
go
said,
ahead.
I have made it kind of open for everybody. So just follow the Instagram, WYGC underscore when you got class, you know, WYGC. Okay. Underscore and go ahead, follow it and link tree in the bio, click the link, find our picks, tailor our picks, do whatever you want. Like I said, I was a 458 last week or 478 or whatever. Check those out. And also don't go all hard. Look up sportsbook cheat sheet, sports book cheat sheet is what it's called. Look it up, look into it. Like I said, there's a week free trial. Make some bets, see what's going on with it. And if it's not for you, cancel. No shame. Um, and remember WYGC 10, get 10% off. Um, yeah, check it out. Try it.
Yeah,
What the fuck, right? What's the worst thing that can happen? If they just
guys. Yeah,
cancel
go
it,
try
that sucks.
go try it out for a month or something. See how you like it. We'll plug that stuff down below. Um, I'll also throw some posts on Instagram about it. I'll throw some posts on Instagram during the week too. Also too, stay tuned. This Sunday we got something for you guys. Be sure to be updated with our social media on Sunday. Around kickoff time for football. We're going to be making some posts. I don't want to say what yet because it's going to be a pretty cool surprise. But just stay up to date with our socials. And yeah, guys, thank you. This was episode 6. We're back. We took that week off. Thank you guys for being understanding. We live busy lives and stuff. It's hard sometimes.
Make us famous so that way we can just do this all day, every day, and just chill.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be sick.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, showing us love. We appreciate each and every one of you. Wow, that was a mouthful. Yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully you guys win some money this week.
Sorry.
Hopefully you guys get to enjoy some football watching. It's been John.
Christian.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Been real.